So there's only a few options for 4th-gen Tacoma seat covers. I also checked with a couple of the forums, and they also got really good reviews there, which is great news because I don't want to buy something and have it not be great. Now, there were a few questions about installation as far as the back seat goes, and a lot of the questions were, does it cover the back seat completely? So when you fold it down, is it covered? And the answer is yes. Now, my biggest thing with this Tacoma was it came with cloth seats, and I hate cloth seats. They just don't have that longevity. I love leather seats. These are a great option. I've already installed the front driver's seat and the back driver's side seat, just to kind of give an example of how they go on. And they go on really well, and they look really good. Obviously, I haven't even been sitting in it to really just kind of mold everything with my body, but just from putting them in and having them sit there, they look really good. I'm really excited about how they fit. Also, I'm really thankful that that light gray color is gone, because every time I drive this thing, I worry that I'm going to drop some chocolate or something from eating a protein bar between my legs, and it's going to just destroy that light gray. So I'm glad that's gone, and it's all a really dark. I think it's actually a better dark. It matches the door panels better than what these seats do. So I like it a lot. Step 1, remove the headrest. Put it out of the way for now. Step 2, we're going to start with the bottom of the seat. Just undo all 3 of these clips. And then the big thing is kind of deciding where are all the different pieces. So if you have this roll beam here, this is going to be on the outside of the front seats. So you can pretty much, you're playing like a little game of what part goes to what. I will say that the front seats, the airbags go on the outside. The controls, this little roll beam here goes on the outside. Otherwise, you have this big flap that would cover it. So that's on the outside. So these are obviously passenger side. And on the headrest, there's 4 zippered headrest covers. And then obviously the largest one is going to be in the front, and the smaller triangular ones are going to be in the back. Just pay attention to the stitching. The stitching actually matches the factory stitching really well. So match that up to the stitching. That will give you what direction they face, and will also tell you kind of which side they go on. So it's very self-explanatory once you understand that they really do follow the factory stitching very well, and just kind of match that up. Once you get the seat cover in, put it in kind of the best you can, and then just start pressing it down. I found that if you put the seat more forward and then you lean it up all the way, you get the most amount of space in this little bottom gap here, and then to start pushing. So once you get the 3 clips all the way back, all the way deep below the seat, all the way to the back here, then you're going to kind of go from the underside, grab these 3 buckle ends of the clips, and just run under the seat, and just avoid all of the electronics, and just get it in there and just get it clipped in. Make sure everything's pulled really tight, super easy. Now that I got the 3 buckles all tightened down, this kind of snugs in real tight. And all right here we're going to do is push this little roll beam right underneath between the plastic and the cloth. All right, we have the top part of the seat. Obviously the airbag sign is going to be towards the outside, so we know this is the passenger seat. And the inside of it, towards the center console, has a zipper. We're going to unzip that. Give ourselves the best possible chance of getting this in. So once that's opened up, it's going to slide it over the seat. And then once again, just keep pulling and tugging, trying to get it on nice and straight and square. This flap here is going to tuck underneath. So we're going to bring the seat all the way up. It's tucked in nice and tight. Now I'm going to go on the other side. I'm going to zip that down and just kind of tuck everything in. For the headrest little pop-ins, you're going to just press your fingers down around, and they just kind of slide in behind the little backer plate there. Time for the headrest. This is the front seat passenger headrest, and you can see by the stitching, it's got kind of a rectangular shape to it. The back seat has like almost a pyramid where it's wider at the base and narrow at the top. So you can see here that these are the 2 different fronts of the headrest. This one is the front seat because it's more rectangular. This one is obviously the back seat, and it's got that, like I said, more of a pyramid type shape to it. So just make sure you pay attention to those, because I try to force it on the front seat and it fits, but it's not good. Getting the seat cover on, all you're going to do is open this bad boy up, match up front to front, put the little holes through, and then just kind of force it on. It's not pretty. It's not pretty, and it's not easy when it gets cold. Push and tug, it'll get down there. and obviously start everything where the zipper starts. And remember, the tighter these fit, the better they're gonna look. And there you go. Looks pretty good, right? All right, front seat's done. Let's get the back seat in. So the back is actually easier than the front because everything just kind of slides on and then Velcros on in the back. There's a top and a bottom cover, Velcro in the back, like I said, and it just kind of encapsulates the whole thing. So I'm working on the bottom right now, and I've got it on. I've got the side zipper done, and now I'm just really just pushing down a lot of force onto that back flap. You can see here there's this blue on it. This actually covers up the Velcro. So we're gonna pull the blue off, get that out of the way. Gonna give this one nice tight tug. We're gonna fold it over. And then this goes to the back carpet of the bottom of the seat. Now the back top part has more of this blue Velcro covering. I'm gonna get that out of the way. And then again, give it a good tug and press it on nice and tight. Now that's a good tight fit right there. Also make sure to have all your accessories out. These don't necessarily recess in, but this is your seat hold up, which is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And this actually needs to be out and exposed. So I got the back seat on. Again, it Velcros to itself at the very back part here. And don't forget to pull out your release handle. The only thing that doesn't really line up real well on both sides is the catch here. The hole itself is just a little bit too high. Nothing that's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be a little problematic. Putting the seat up, I'm gonna have to hold this down when I buckle it. It's already a pain in the butt system, which I hate. Hopefully someone comes out with an aftermarket shock or something to hold this bottom up out of the way when you don't need it. But yeah, it fits really well. I gotta say, these EKR custom leather seat covers here for the 4th Gen Tacoma are great. I love the way they look. They were kind of a pain. I mean, all my knuckles are just kind of cut up and with the cold, you know, just kind of cracked just because trying to squeeze everything in. But that's kind of the purpose of this, is it looks so good because everything is so tight. I dig it. I think it totally changes the look of this Tacoma. My wife came out, take a peek, and she's like, wow, this looks really good. Actually, they look just as good as the leather seats in the 3rd Gen Tacoma, which are almost the exact same color. So I can really appreciate that it gives it that OEM look. Get rid of that light gray, go to black. I dig it. And it was super affordable.